This past week, the Jewish world and the world as a whole lost two great individuals, Dovid Feinstein and Lord Rabbi Jonathan Sachs. I remember going with Rabbi Sushad from Gateways to Dovid Feinstein. There was a complex issue with a hotel contract that involved some complex halachic and legal issues. We went to Dovid Feinstein and he handled it as though he'd done 100, and it's very likely he'd done 100, with a clear understanding of the legal issues, clear understanding of the halachic issues, tremendous clarity, tremendous humility, and tremendous kindness and pleasure in helping us through this issue. It was an amazing man. You could go to him and discuss anything. He was open to questions from anyone, and literally on any subject, whether it was halachic issues of astronomy, mathematical calculations of the calendar, in which he was an expert, whether it was legal issues regarding contracts, an expert there as well, issues of kashrus, kosher laws, philosophy, amazing. So Baruch Dayan MS, Hashem took him back this past week, and is a great loss to all of us. The other great personality, Lord Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, who I had the privilege of knowing for many years, and having met him first at Or Sameach in Israel many years before he was chief rabbi, and spoke at his shul in St. John's Wood, where he was a member of the congregation, and later on when he taught at Yeshiva University. And his words have always inspired me. I use his ideas from his books and from his lectures in my books and lectures, and he's a person who every time he spoke increased the dignity, the honor of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem, and the Torah in this world. When the Torah says that people shall look at the Jewish people and say, Rak am chacham v'navon hagoy gadol zeh, how great and wise this is people who has this Torah who Hashem spoke to, I always think of Lord Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, who every time he spoke showed the wisdom, the beauty and the depth of our Torah, the wisdom, beauty, the depth of monotheism, of Torah to the whole world. He was capable of speaking to any audience whatsoever with eloquence and with clarity and with passion, and always loved it when he would begin his classes and sometimes say during the classes, friends. I always knew that he meant it. When he spoke to you, you felt like you were a friend. And he would say chevra, or friends, when he spoke in his classes. It was beautiful. I'm very saddened by the loss of both of these great individuals, and the Jewish world and the world in general is now, there's a vacuum, and something which would be very difficult, if at all possible, to fill. And it's they both passed away. It's now the week of Chayei Sarah, the week in which the Torah discusses the passing of Sarah Imenu, our matriarch Sarah, Abraham's burial of her, the first Jewish burial ever, his purchase of the cave of Machpelah in Hebron, his eulogy for Sarah, his crying for her. How appropriate that in the first mention of a Jewish burial, of a Jewish death, is the great woman Sarah, who was our mother, our matriarch. So we have lost this, in this time, we have lost two of our great patriarchs, Rabbi Dovid Feinstein, Alav Shalom, Zecher Tzadik Livrocha, and Lord Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, Zecher Tzadik Livrocha. This is Mordechai Becher with the Gateways Parish of Law.